factory black 1982 Chevrolet K10 350 4-speed white letter BFG tires. It doesn't get better than this. This is an awesome looking K10. It is a 1982 Chevrolet K10 pickup, 350 4-speed manual transmission. So you don't see us here with a lot of 4 speeds, but this is a super cool truck, so we had no problem bringing it in. And this is actually the second time that we've had this truck. Sold it to a really good customer of ours down in the Dallas area a number of years ago. He played with it, had his fun with it, and wanted something else, so traded it back in. We always love doing that here at PC Classic Cars. We always love getting great vehicles back, especially factory black lifted K10s. So this has a non-original 350 in it, but it runs really well, more of a stock style motor than anything. It has its 4-speed manual transmission behind it. It is a granny low, so you have low 1, 2, and 3, and then obviously reverse. Transmission shifts exactly like it should. Clutch feels good. Zero complaints mechanically. We're cruising at 60 miles an hour, not a worry in the world. Power steering, power front disc brakes, AC blows nice and cold, so we convert it to R134A. Heater blows hot. And as you can see, for a lifted truck with 35-inch tires, it drives down the road very well at 60, 65 miles an hour. Super comfortable, does not beat you to death. On the interior, this would have originally been a Carmine Red interior. Now it's black, door panels look great, dash pad looks good, gauge bezel looks like it's been redone, gauge cluster, all of that looks good. It does have your factory heat and AC controls, nice steering wheel, carpets, floor mats, all that looks great. It does have an aftermarket seat cover, it's an aftermarket seat itself with a nice seat cover. You sit down a little bit further than you normally do in the square body seats, so you have a little bit more room here, and then have it tilt as well. Makes for a really enjoyable driving experience. With the shifter the way it's at, and then the steering wheel with the tilt, you can get super comfortable in here. As far as items not working on this one, there's only 2 things. The right tank doesn't do anything, and your washer fluid sprayers do not work. The rest of your lights, gauges, horn, wipers, the radio, the heat, the AC, all that stuff is functioning properly. There's the horn for you. You have your power windows, your power locks, all that works again properly. You'll see a screenshot of the Does It Work section in the additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. How you're going to find that is you're going to click on the inventory tab. You're going to find this truck in the inventory. You're going to scroll to the very bottom of that page and you'll see that additional media tab. You will see the Does It Work section. You'll see the Carfax and the auto check, as well as photos of the little imperfections. As far as the Carfax and the auto check on this one, they are clean with no accidents or damage ever reported. The truck is not an actual miles truck because we don't know how many miles are on it. It's showing 57,759 on the odometer. The motor's been changed, the odometer's probably rolled at some point, but this is a truck that's been gone through, redone, so the miles don't really matter. But there is no accidents, there is no damage on the Carfax. All right, we're warmed up. I usually take off in first. You don't really need to go down to low unless you're pulling something or stuck. But I usually start off in first instead of down in low. Find the gears. Obviously with the gear setup, being that this is a 4-speed, the gears are a little bit longer winded, but it gets up to cruising speed really well. No complaints from that motor or that transmission. This is a great driving truck. On the underneath, floors, inner rockers, the frame, the bottom side of the cab, the inner fender wells, underneath the bed, all of your notorious spots that K10s and square bodies in general get rust, this has none of that. It's a super solid truck, very nice on the bottom, good, clean, original metal. On the exterior, I believe it's code 19L, which is the factory black. The truck has been reshot. The paint quality is nice indeed. There's a couple little reaction spots on the top of the on the top of the driver's fender, and then some little touch-ups on the edge of the driver's door up by the window here. Other little nicks and scuffs. There's a small little scratch on the bedside on the driver's side. Just miscellaneous little stuff. Nothing that's major. All the pinch welds on the bottom of the rockers look good. The doors open and close nice. Tailgate, hood, all that works properly. The cosmetics on the truck do show nice. You have a spray-in bed liner in the back. Aftermarket 15-inch wheels, 35 by 12.5, I believe is what they are. White letter BFG tires. Plenty of tread, no dry rot, no cracking. Cosmetically, this is a great looking truck. The little imperfections that it does have, you will see photos of that in the additional media tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. So make sure you guys check that out for all the little flaws, but it's all minuscule little stuff. Going down the road, the truck drives and it tracks straight. The steering wheel's off center to the left just a little bit, but nothing that, again, I would worry about replacing. If you want to clock the steering wheel, you could, but it's a nitpicky deal there. As far as your suspension, obviously this truck is not stock. It looks like it's got a 4-inch lift on it. Perfect stance if you ask me with the 35-inch tires. It doesn't get a whole lot better looking than a square body like this. Factory black, white letter BFGs, just a tough looking truck. Your selectable 4-wheel drive works like it should. 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, all that works properly. It is Warren locking hubs, and they are a manual hub. They do work, again, correctly. The 4-wheel drive system is good to go. The suspension feels good. Looks like good quality equipment was used. The shocks, the springs, all that is good to go. Does not beat you to death. Cruises down this bumpy road really nice. Easy to see out of the windshield. No major issues with the glass. Couple little road nicks in the windshield, but it's all minuscule stuff. Power windows, the power locks, all that works properly. Back glass is a solid back glass, and you can clearly see out of it from the rear view mirror. Your manual side mirrors don't have any issues either. This is just a kick-ass truck. I usually prefer my 4-wheel drive to really any truck in an automatic transmission, but this one, I love the look of it. I love that it's a little bit different with the 4-speed. It's an easy truck to drive. Sometimes the 4-speeds with the granny low are just kind of a bear. This one is not like that. Up, I guess third here. We're technically second on the gear selector, but you have low, first, second, and third, so now we're in high gear. It's technically third. That spray and bed liner in the back is nice. You do have some little imperfections on the bed rails, on the bottom side of the bed rails, on the inside of the bed, and then a few little flaws in the bed liner itself, but again, it's all minuscule stuff. It shows great back there. When you pop the hood, it does appear factory in that engine compartment. Outside of some just minor things that were changed, it is not the original numbers matching motor. I do not know how many miles or when exactly this motor was installed in the truck, but it performs great. All the fluids, the serviceable items like belts, hoses, wiring, nothing needs to be done in that engine compartment. And again, if we did make a mistake, I think we listed the horn as a no on the doesn't work section, but that horn does work. The 2 items are going to be that, that right tank isn't working, and then the washer fluid sprayers aren't working, so really minuscule stuff. A couple other little notes is these trucks are super notorious for really bad wind noise coming from the vent windows. This one doesn't really have that. You get a little bit from both sides, but it's minuscule. I always expect hopping in these trucks to have all kinds of wind noise, and this one doesn't have that. So down to a few little paint imperfections and just the 2 small things that aren't working. This is a truck I would hop in and drive every single day if you wanted to drive one with a manual transmission. It's a killer looking truck, gets a whole lot of looks. And again, we'll start out really in technically second gear because you have low, 1, 2, and 3. It is a 4-speed, but with that granny low, you're really starting off in technically second. Exhaust sounds good. Those have aftermarket duals on it. There you guys have it. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1982 Chevrolet K10 in factory black, 350 4-speed AC for myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars. We appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out all the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. Catch you guys on the next video.